The defenders England versus the upstart Irish. First appearance in the finals
First frame
for Team
England to
Ireland.
break.
And first off, it's going to be Jason Twist from England against Thomas Kinsella from Ireland. Jason Twist breaking off here, hoping to get his team off to the best start possible.
Open table.
And an open table as Thomas Kinsella starts to survey the situation. Looks as though the reds are going to be the favorite choice. Whatever color he takes first, that's the color he's going to be on.
Red ball's in play.
And very early electing to try and develop the awkward black. Very important for Ireland to get off to a very good start here. In my mind, heavy underdogs. This English team has been dominant throughout the round-robin format, and in fact in the previous 2 years of the Embassy World Team Championships. That's a good positional shot from Thomas. And I'm happy to welcome into the commentary box with me himself, a team captain here for the team from France, Eric Lacaze. And Eric, this certainly the best possible start that Ireland could have got on to here.
Good morning, Jim. Yes, it is. And I think that Tony is going for the clearance here. Yes, nice shot.
Still, the only awkward ball is going to be that last black. From the last red to the last black might well be the key shot.
No, the problem is to get a good position for the black ball, which is just near the cushion down the table. Oh, he made his security shots. This kind of player, you know, are really playing for their team, not for themselves. Just to be 1 point ahead of the English team.
And the pressure of a country on your shoulders. Well, he certainly laid it down now.
Yellow balls to play.
He's not happy with himself, but with that black over the top right corner, Jason Twist can afford no mistakes. They call him the Tornado. His aggressive style of play has earned him many supporters. Well, if he's under pressure, Eric, he sure doesn't look like it.
No, he's a really good player. You don't feel easily the pressure, even when you can have it.
He's making this look routine. Last yellow and the black. And a great performance from Jason Twist. Almost certain England to take a 1-0 lead. And they do. And a very relieved Jason Twist. A great clearance under pressure. So it's England off the mark in this best of 27 Embassy World Team Final. Stacey Fine from England and Pat Furlong from Ireland. Breaking off. They're really starting to stamp their authority on this match now. Yellow ball has gone down, Eric, so an open table.
In France, Stacey got a
Red's
nickname.
nominated.
Everybody call him the clearance man. And I tell you, he's going to clear, I think, the red ball. He's got quite an easy cover, but he's so good in putting, so brilliant.
Red ball's in play.
The reds looking very inviting. The black wide open. Stacey Vine looking full value here. And his opponent, Pat Furlong, is wondering if he's even going to get a chance to chalk his cue. And as you said, Eric, the clearance man looking to complete that right here.
Yes, when he's on the table and when you look at his face, his comportment, he's so calm and he always plays right shots with the right strands. I just need to get a position on the black and it will be over.
And this might well be one of the quickest frames in this final so far. Stacey Vine broke, and he has never let his opponent come to the table. A dominant performance, and now the black to complete it. In it goes, and Stacey Vine furthering England's chances to retain this championship. They now lead 8 frames to 3 over Ireland.
Frame 18, Ireland to break, trailing 11 frames to 6.
So it's up to Derek Smith from Ireland. He's got to keep the ball rolling. Certainly they've got the momentum right now, and he's going to be facing the UK number 2, Lee Kendall.
Lee's a fantastic player. I've known Lee since 1992 when he first visited Australia with the English team in Perth. And we marvelled at his genius in that particular visit, and he's just such a consistent player. Young Derek's also a very good player. He's one of the younger Irishmen, and
Yellow ball potted.
tends to feel the pressure a little bit at his age, but at my age I do too.
Yellow in play.
But he is an excellent player with huge potential for the future.
Well, he's got one off the break, so it's an open table. And he's opting for the yellows. So young Derek Smith carrying the Irish flag right now. And he'll want to hoist it high.
Well, there's a reasonable chance here, Jim, and they've won the last 2. If they could take this frame, they really would get a bit of momentum up, I think. There'd be a real chance.
And the English team starting to feel it slip slightly. Still a comfortable lead, though. 5 frames in front at 11-6. But they don't want to be pressured.
The other thing is the next 2 frames, Tony Holgate and Greg Farron, 2 of the great players of Irish pool are coming in. If Ireland could sneak this frame, there'd be a real chance of getting back in this.
That was Greg Farron, eagerly awaiting his next visit. But right now, you're looking at the youngster from Ireland, Derek Smith. And he seems to be doing the business out there.
A lot of pressure on young Derek here, but he seems to be handling it very well. Jim, he's got a relatively simple yellow in the middle, run through, get back in the next one. It's a difficult black though.
It's always going to be the danger ball, the black.
Well, he's given himself a chance, Jim, and that's all you can hope for, isn't it? I think that poor Irishman in the background is going to be in hospital by the time this is finished.
Tremendous pot, and just look at the Irish side. They know they're back in it. 3 on the spin, 11-7 to England, and all to play for in this best of 27 Embassy World Team Final. It's Greg to break off. Can't afford Mick to lose any more frames. They don't want to put England on the hill.
No.
Yellow ball
Ireland
potted.
must win about 5 or 6 frames in a row here to have any chance. Really, Greg's such a great player. He must come to the fore here for Ireland's sake. He's potted a yellow off the break, and he has some chance of clearing
Yellow ball's
the
in
table,
play.
but it is not easy, that's for sure. But he is a great player, and like you said, Jim, they're in a lot of strife if they lose any more frames.
He's gone for the yellows. Thomas Kinsella, one of the Irish team members, very focused as he watches.
Once again, though, Jimmy's had no luck. The second yellow seems to have sat on top of the black, so he has to knock it out again now. Instead of just having an easy finish, he's got a very difficult yellow that has to be moved.
Seconds remaining.
Just like he heard you, right away he went after it. And now he's given Ireland a chance in this one. And you know, Greg is such a good player, you could hardly believe that he would have a losing record in this championship. He's played 20 frames, and he's only won 9 of them.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it, Jim? Runner-up in last year's World Singles title, and played superb pool in that. It was fantastic to witness how well he played. Rob McKenna was a superb winner, but Greg was a great loser as well. And it was an honour to be here to watch these great players, but certainly Greg hasn't performed as he can in this tournament.
And definitely a testament, as you said earlier, to how high the standard of play is at this championship this year.
You really should finish here, Jim, and well, I know every Irish heart's with him, but it's just if he doesn't finish here, then they cannot possibly win.
Well, the black certainly not as well placed as it could be for Greg Farron right now. He's got to make sure to try and leave himself an angle on the last yellow. And he's done just that. Perfect angle on this yellow now to be able to roll through onto the black. And hasn't he made it look easy?
That's what great players do, isn't it, Jim? When they're in form, they do make it easy.
It's there. Ireland still alive and fighting. 12 frames to 8, they trail England, and they're making a royal battle out of it. It's a race to 14 for the Embassy World Team Championship. And it's all about position in this game. It was imperative for Greg Farron to leave an angle on that last yellow because the black was only available to the bottom left.
Frame 24, Ireland to break, trailing 13 frames to 10.
Chris Littler against Derek Smith. Experienced. The English side. Youthful exuberance now representing Ireland. 2 reds have gone in. It's still an open table.
Red ball spotted.
And it'll be Derek's choice of color.
Although he's potted 2 reds, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't take the yellows. He
Yellow
may have to pot 10 balls to win this frame. Jim? The yellows are all sitting up very nicely.
Yellow ball's in play.
Derek Smith fighting now to avoid being the last man to play. Their backs are against the wall. A possible 4 left to play, and Ireland need them all if they're going to hoist the Embassy World Team Championship trophy.
Time out.
Derek's just asking for the jigger, I think. He had a big stretch, or no, his cue's gone apart.
This is almost like a football match. You can call a timeout, can you? Injury time. Equipment repair. Still on the yellow to the right-hand center.
He's looking a little bit iffy here, Jim. Notice he's made this a lot harder than it might have been. I think the pressure is enormous, of course, and Derek's only a young boy. That was a good shot. He's given himself some chance still. The black he potted in the last round was enormous, so let's hope he can do it again.
Yes, I remember a tremendous clearance by him. He's got a nice angle on this yellow, Mick, to take the white over to attack the other awkward yellow.
Just has to have a little bit of luck with the kiss, I think. So even if he potted the yellow, he was going to have strife with the other one. So just had to have a little bit of luck there. Rushed it a bit, I think.
Early nerves from such a young competitor. Chris Littler now in to try and dash the Irish hopes. Purposely trying to develop that awkward red, and he hasn't landed on one. But his teammates hoping that this is going to be the last match. They can sense victory. You can see it in their eyes.
Chris has actually left Derek half a chance to cover this pocket. I don't really think he's got any chance of going game here, but he'd like to be able to throw that yellow back in front of the pocket here and give himself some chance of still being alive.
Got to be careful not to foul that red under his waistcoat. Well, if he's trying to leave it over the middle, Mick, pretty good pace.
It's certainly a different option to what I was looking at, Jim, but excellent shot, really. He's left his opponent no starting ball and very hard safety because he has left the yellow in the middle of the table. Excellent thinking shot from Derek and giving himself some chance again in this frame.
And the experience of Chris Littler finding the solution.
Seconds remaining.
Tony Holgate watching, waiting, and wondering, I'm sure, if his man Derek Smith can keep Ireland in it.
Derek's played a great shot there, giving himself once again a hope of staying alive in this game. At the same time, Chris can play this bottom red, get on the one on the side rail and play it back up the top off that yellow. Would need to play it very well though. Giving himself a great chance, hasn't he?
This is half a chance for the Irish side. If he can knock in this difficult yellow, he can finish on the other one, but the black, menacingly tough.
Very unlucky. Gave himself some chance. He could have played that yellow, maybe come off the side left-hand cushion back onto the black over the other side. But the yellow failed to drop.
Terrific pot. Might well be the beginning of the end.
Certainly a fantastic shot from Chris. Giving himself a real chance now of finishing this match and being the hero for England. I don't think I'll open my mouth again, Jim.
Young Derek Smith. He wants that yellow over the pocket. He wants position on the loose yellow. And from it, position onto the final black. No room for error now.
No room for error, but what an amazing turnaround. Jim, 1 second ago we were looking at the match being all over and all of a sudden we're looking maybe at a scoreline of 13-11 again.
All the pressure of a country on this black. They need it to stay alive. 13-10 they trail. It's there. 13-11. They're still alive. A great performance from Derek Smith under the extremest of conditions. And a terrific yellow. He knew that he couldn't miss or they were out, and he knew that he was going to finish on the black. And he did, got the black, and pulled another one back. The Irish team, lots to think about, and they're very jovial. Possibly they sense a comeback of epic proportions.
Yellow ball potted.
13-11 they trail. Race to 14. What a final this has been. It's given it all. High drama, terrific potting, tactical play. What more could it offer? Daz Ward, he's the one that wants to end it. They call him Dazzling. And sometimes his play sparkles. A very consistent performer, and the English team want him to put the trophy back in their hands.
Yellow ball's in play.
30 seconds remaining.
Reds to play.
Now Ireland a real chance. Red in the centre onto the other hard red into the centre, and then everything's reasonably easy, or open anyway. I wouldn't say easy under this sort of pressure. But certainly a real chance for Ireland here. It's a great shot first up onto the difficult red.
Matt Stevenson. He wants to do it. As you said, Mick, extreme pressure out there. But you don't get to be an international unless you can play.
There's no question of that, Jim, and this boy can play. He's had quite a reasonable tournament, and it's very hard playing for your country, different to playing for yourself. You play for yourself in a singles tournament, and the pressure really isn't as intense, because if you lose, you're only letting yourself down. If you lose for your country, you're letting your mates down, your whole country down, and I know how it feels out there. It can be difficult, but the thrill of winning something like this is enormous. So let's hope that they play well.
He won his first frame. He lost his second. This is the third one. And he's overrun the position that he intended.
May still be on that red in the centre, Jim, but it's a lot more difficult now. He's certainly on it, but he has to pot it, and then the one down near the black and get up for that top one again. So he has to
30 seconds
do
remaining.
repeat work again by the looks of it.
Foul, 2 visits.
He certainly didn't listen to me. I quite honestly don't know what he was trying to do there, but it's given England a real chance of winning this match, hasn't it?
He's a terrific potter, Daz Ward. And everyone on the Irish side very familiar with his ability.
I think they know, Jim, that unless something terribly drastic happens here, that this is all over right now.
Well, we expected Chris Littler to finish it in the last one. He didn't. I'm not going to open my mouth anymore.
30
I've
seconds
learned my
remaining.
lesson.
What are you saying, Jim?
Stranger things have happened in smaller towns. think they're starting to sense victory. Remember, he's still got a second visit in hand. I have a feeling he's just going to bump this out over the center, Mick. And if he does it and does it well, I fear the worst for Ireland.
Yes, the way Daz has been playing, it's very difficult to see him not going game here. As you say,
Second
stranger
visit.
things have happened, but I think she's all over.
They know it. This yellow, just screw over to get a little closer to the loose black. When this goes in, you'll hear a tumultuous cheer. There it is, and Daz Ward has done it for England. And every year since its inception, the English side has retained the Embassy World Team Championship. A fantastic performance and a terrific performance by the losing finalists Ireland. A great battle and a great match. England wins it 14 frames to 11.